One of the benefits to being an independent creator is you're your own boss. You can say and do pretty much whatever you want. You're the person that holds yourself accountable. Gina Carano has that privilege now. She can release whatever information that she chooses to release, and it looks like that's exactly what she's going to do on Sunday. If you did not know, she just did an interview, which hasn't released yet. It's coming out Sunday. I'm not sure on exactly what time, but she did do a sit-down interview with the Daily Wire's Ben Shapiro. And there's a little bit of a preview on what is exactly coming out for that interview tomorrow right here. And I got to tell you, this is some spicy, spicy stuff. I also have some information here on how this is overshadowing the WandaVision success. This has got to be something that Disney is worried about. I got to tell you, the fallout from all of this is looking terrible for Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy. You've already saw what happened when Kathleen Kennedy tries to speak out. As soon as she goes and does something, everyone goes and reminds her that she fired a strong woman when she's supposed to be a person for strong women. It really doesn't make much sense. But this is the big stuff. Listen to this. So the interview due to run Sunday on the Ben Shapiro show is Carano's first on-camera sit-down since she was booted from the hit Disney Plus Lucasfilm series last week for controversial social media. But I disagree with that. I don't think there was anything controversial about it. She was just stating some opinions, and they didn't quite like that. It continues. I've been through so much, and I've seen so much now, clearly, of the bullying that's been taking place, and I saw it before. The actress will tell Shapiro, with whom she has a new movie deal, I'm not the only one that's ever been bullied by this company, and I know that so deeply, she will claim. Now, that is a big, big statement, because that's really not surprising. So you have to imagine the fear that comes with working at Lucasfilm and some of the people that will come after you. It's a garbage company. And limousine liberal Kathleen Kennedy, I'm sure, rules that place with an iron fist. All of these rumors that Favreau is the one in charge and he's calling the shots and all this, I don't believe any of that. Kathleen Kennedy is very, very much in charge at Lucasfilm. And the fact that Carano was able to get fired by her like this kind of proves that. Remember in a video I did before, there was information that came out that said Favreau had no idea this even happened. It went over him. If he's calling the shots, nobody goes over him. So Kathleen Kennedy, very much in charge. Star Wars is never going to be better as long as she's running the show there. It will never be better. So this is what she adds to that, which is crazy. Listen to this. She adds, I could share a story which would turn things around in the media, but I can't because it would sell out a friend. Everyone is afraid of losing their job. Who could she be talking about there? I almost wonder if she's talking about Jon Favreau. That's just a guess. But who else could it be? Who's the friend that would be sold out? Could it be Carl Weathers? Now that would be interesting. Carl actually seems to care about her, even though he hasn't spoken out for her. I wish that he had. I'm kind of disappointed that he hasn't. Nobody other than Dana White has stood up for her. Not even Bill Burr, which is really surprising because Bill Burr has a I don't give an F attitude usually, and he seems to be walking the line here. So I wonder who's this friend. I'm going to say it's probably Carl Weathers. And that would surely turn things around in the media very, very fast if it was Carl Weathers. So I don't know. That's really interesting, and I wish she would share that information. If I were her, I would. I would burn it all down. Your friends haven't spoken up for you, but you could tell that she's a kind person, and she's not going to sell anybody out, even if they sell her out. Carano, who played Bounty Hunter Cara Dune in the first 2 seasons of the show, will explain how she knew the writing was on the wall before her recent ouster. You know how boxers headhunt sometimes and forget to go pick up the body? I feel like Disney or Lucasfilm or whoever it is, just certain people at the company, I feel like I've been being headhunted, and you can feel it. Just a couple weeks ago, Lucasfilm asked an artist that they employed to erase my character and put a different character in place, and he probably announces this on Twitter and erases my character and puts another character in place. All the fans of Cardoon were just outraged. They were like, why didn't you add the character? Why did you have to take off the character? Is there something wrong? Is Gina getting fired? Now, I covered that, and I said that was very strange. The artist did kind of act a little weird about it, but Lucasfilm was the one that commissioned him to do that. So if anybody, I think, deserves to get any trouble here, it's Lucasfilm. And I said in that video, are they going to fire her? Like, I hope not. I don't think they will. And look what happened. So, yeah, that was a very strange thing that happened. And it turned out to be true, unfortunately. The best thing Star Wars had going for it, Disney just throws it in the toilet to keep Raylos and weirdos on Twitter happy. That's your Disney Star Wars audience. They don't want you. They want Raylos and Twitter people. That's who they care about the most. There's been so much stuff that's come out from the story. It's been crazy. We found out that Disney is deathly afraid of the mob on Twitter, that PR companies advise their clients to not show any kind of conservative policies. Like, there's been so much that's come out from this story. This has been like a huge Hollywood bombshell in a lot of ways. So she goes on to talk about some other stuff here about how she found out and how it looked on the internet. And I've already covered a lot of this stuff. I'm really looking forward to this interview, and I will give my thoughts on it when it drops. There's some other good stuff in here about, how she felt when she got let go and stuff like that. And she discusses her posts that she made. I'm really looking forward to that interview. But here's another thing. Check this out. So this is some reactions to this. So we have people actually reacting. Check this one out. Saw this in Drunk 3PO's video. I had to include it because this is a terrible comment. Listen to what the loving people on Twitter have to say. So this is Deadline Hollywood's tweet talking about the exclusive interview. And this is a response that this person says, how is she allowed to speak? This is why we need physical facilities where these kinds of people can be taken and not heard from again until their mind is right. What do you think about that? So it's unfortunate that Gina is uncanceled, that she's still getting to speak out, that she has more work coming. Why didn't she just lay down in a ditch? That's basically what this person is saying. How terrible. These are the worst people on the internet, I gotta say. And there's more like this. This is just the nastiest one. And then finally, a little bit of the blowback that's come from this is hurting other shows. Pirates and Princesses here did a nice little analysis of Google Trends and showed that if you check out, the trends and search results on Google, Gina Carano and this whole situation surrounding her is actually getting a lot more searched than WandaVision. And you say, well, WandaVision is still successful. And that's true. It is. However, this is a very hit show. And I'm sure that when you have something out like this, especially with Disney, who desperately wants customers, who desperately need money, when their hit show is being overshadowed by a controversy, that's not good. That's not a good thing. And I'm sure that somebody at Lucasfilm is in trouble for releasing this information because they didn't have to release it, right? She didn't even know that she was fired. They could have waited. They could have waited weeks after all of these shows have released to make their move, but they decided to do it right in the middle of a hit show. So, take that for what you will. But I thought this was interesting. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's interview. Really looking forward to talking about that. I'd also like to hear what you guys have to say. What are your thoughts on all of this? And if you would, please like and share the video. Make sure you still subscribed, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.